Hey guys, welcome to Minnesota Twins franchise. This is episode number 53. We are in the postseason, continuing on here. As you look at where the division series stand, the Mets and the Dodgers lead their series 2-1, and both series in the American League are tied at 1-1. The Blue Jays, though, lose to the Tigers. Tigers go up 2-1. The Angels beat the Rangers to go up 2-1 in their series. The Cubs tie things up with the Dodgers at 2. That one will head to a Game 5. And the Giants defeat the Mets to head to Game 5 there. The Blue Jays beat the Tigers. That one's going to Game 5. And the Rangers beat the Angels. All four division series are headed to a Game 5 decisive game. So you look at all of them tied at 2, and it's going to come down to the final game to see who moves on to the League Championship Series. The Giants defeat the Mets 6-1. They win Game 5. They will head to the NLCS, and they will play the winner of this game here between the Chicago Cubs and the Los Angeles Dodgers. John Lester on the mound for the Cubbies today in Game 5. Gets the swing and the miss. Cubs hoping for a dominant outing from John Lester in this one. A big Game 5. The Cubs won 115 games during the regular season. Runners on second and third now. Hit into right field, catch is made, but the run comes home to score. Sack fly RBI there. Cubs go up 2-0 at the end of 4. Here in Chicago. 6-1 now, Cubs in the 7th. Lester gets Van Slyke to swing and miss. Looked like a slider or a cutter, probably a cutter there. Cut fastball from Lester. 2 outs now in the 7th. Runners on first and second. Howie Kendrick flies out to right field. In the middle of the 7th inning, the Cubs lead 6-1. We're in the 9th now with 2 outs. Lester, 102 pitches in, working on a complete game. Foul ball behind the plate. Montero over. He makes the catch, and the Chicago Cubs are moving on. The Cubs will head to the National League Championship Series to take on the San Francisco Giants. Over in the American League, the Toronto Blue Jays and the Detroit Tigers from Comerica Park. Game 5, series tied at 2. 1-0 Blue Jays now. A little roller to first base. Out is made, and the Blue Jays have the lead. 1-0 at the end of the 4th inning. In Detroit. Bases loaded now. Castellanos. Ground ball past Donaldson at third base. 2 runs come in to score. And on the error at third, the Tigers take the lead. They lead 5-1 now in the 9th. Verlander gets the pop-up to short, and the Detroit Tigers are moving on to the American League Championship Series, where they will face the winner of the Rangers and the Angels in Game 5. As you see, baseball's Final Four is almost set. The winner of this game will be the last participant in the League Championship Series. Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Series tied at 2. Rangers, Angels. 2-1, Rangers with the lead. Line drive to first base. Catch is made there by Prince Fielder. Rangers trying to win this one here on the road in Anaheim. At the end of the 4th, they lead 2-1. Angels lead 3-2 now in the 9th inning. Ground ball, barehanded to second, on to first for the double play, and the Angels hold off the Rangers, and they will advance to take on the Detroit Tigers in the American League Championship Series. As you see, the brackets all set there. The Tigers and the Angels, the Cubs and the Giants. The Cubs take Game 1 4-0. The Giants take Game 2 7-4 to tie that series up at 1. The Angels beat the Tigers 6-0 in Game 1, and the Tigers come back to win Game 2 9-4. Game 3, the Cubs defeat the Giants. They're up 2-1. Game 3, the Tigers over the Angels 3-2. They're up 2-1. The Cubs win Game 4, 4-3. They lead the series 3 games to 1. The Tigers win 5-2. They're up 3-1. And here is a chance for the Tigers to clinch a spot in the World Series as they lead 3 games to 1. We fast forward here to the 8th inning. Runners on first and second. Chrome grounds it up the middle. Double play ball. The Tigers get out of the inning, leading 6-2. And Detroit would go on to close this one out and close out the series. They win it 7-2. And they will head to the World Series to take on the Chicago Cubs, who beat the Giants in 6 games. So the World Series is set. The Fall Classic. Game 1, the Cubs take 7-1 over Detroit. Game 2, the Cubs take 8-4 over Detroit. The Cubs rolling now, up 3-0 with a 2-1 victory as we head to Game 4 here from Wrigley Field in the 2016 World Series. The Chicago Cubs, by far the best team in the regular season, winning 115 games, almost matching the Mariners' total from 2001. I think theirs was 116. Cubs looking for the sweep here at Wrigley. We are in the 9th inning. The Cubs lead. Rondon gets the strikeout. It's 5-2 Chicago with 1 out in the 9th. Fly ball to right field. Underneath it is Hayward. He makes the catch. And the Cubs are 1 out away from winning the World Series. And it's going to be a ground ball to Chris Bryant. Is that not fitting or what? A ground ball to Chris Bryant is the final out of the 2016 World Series. The Chicago Cubs win it on a ground ball to Chris Bryant, just like the real 2016 season. So the Chicago Cubs are the world champions heading into the 2017 season, where they will try to defend their title.
Back now on the show. It's all over, and you see the reactions there to the final out.
The Cubbies win it all.
And down on the field, we'll get a chance to watch the presentation.
Your 2016 world champion Chicago Cubs. And we will head to the off season here as you see the final brackets in the postseason. Some retirements. Big Papi, of course, retires from the Red Sox. R.A. Dickey will hang him up, as will A.J. Pierzynski, a former Minnesota Twin. Ichiro is done. Bronson Arroyo hangs him up, former Cincinnati Reds pitcher. Bartolo Colon is done for the Mets. Joe Nathan, another former Twin, hangs him up. Long successful career. And David Ross for the Cubs, some notable retirees. Some early off-season signings. Aroldis Chapman signs with the Nationals. Their pitching staff gets even better. Joey Bats going to the Kansas City Royals on a 1-year, $13 million deal. And the Mariners signed center fielder Carlos Gomez to a 4-year, $49 million deal. And a quick trade, Dexter Fowler ends up with the Orioles for Matt Wieters to the Cubs.